So while making a form, you may also want to actually go ahead and allow a field where multiple things can be selected. So for that, you can actually go ahead and use multiple choice field. For example, I'm going to go around onto the add element section on the form editor section for that. And then under basic elements, I'm going to go ahead and select multiple choice. So over here, I can go ahead and type in a question. For example, I can go ahead and say something like select the foods, select foods that you want. Let's say, for example, and I can go ahead and type in my option. For example, I can say chicken right here, just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and say rice right here, just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and say ice cream right here, just like this. And let me just go ahead and say, let's say fruits right here, just like this as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another option right here and say something like, let's say, for example, mashed potatoes right here and so forth. And even add in the other section right here. So once I actually go ahead and add in this, and then go to the preview form section, you will be able to see this. It says select a food that you want. You can go ahead and select multiple options and even add in other, allowing you to go ahead and type in things as you like. For example, I can go ahead and type in salad right here, just like this. So this is what you have. And then now let me just turn off the preview. So let's just go ahead and modify out the field to our liking. So for that, I can go ahead and select this field and then go to properties for it. And then here you can see the field label. It says select food that you want. But I'm just going to go ahead and say select food item right here, just like this. I can make changes right here and you can see the changes reflected just like this. You can set the alignment to left, which is there already. You can set it to right or on the top as well if you want to. Whatever you select, like let's say, for example, if I were to select right, then if I were to go ahead and bring in the multiple choice, it'll come up in the same style right here. But let me just go ahead and remove this field right here and continue working on with the properties for this field that we have. So now I can select it and mark it as required, as you can see just like this, or you can go ahead and click on duplicate so that this is what you have. As you can see, the field is duplicated right here, but I don't want it duplicated. So let's just go ahead and remove it. And now if I were to go ahead and select our properties, I have options as well. So in options, you can go ahead and add in another item as well. For example, I'm going to go ahead and say something like salad right here. You can also go ahead and add in predefined options, like you can choose gender, you can choose days right here, you can choose months as well, as you can see right here. So you can go ahead and add in predefined option. Once you select it, the option that you add in gets overridden. And if you were to select none again, then you get the options back right here. You can also add in calculation values so that whenever someone selects that particular content, the numbers will actually appear when you collect out the form. For example, I'm going to say 50, rice, ice cream, and so forth right here. So I can go ahead and type in the numbers, that is the values corresponding to those particular selections as well. You can even spread it out to multiple columns, like 2 or 3 columns, as you can see right here. So let's just select 3 right here. And you can even go ahead and display the options other or disable it out altogether as well. So once you go ahead and do that, you can go for surveying as well. And then you can add in an entry limit as well. So let's say minimum they have to select 2 options and maximum they can select 4 as well. And you can even go ahead and shuffle out the option as well. Apart from that, if you were to go to the advanced section, then you can choose the default selections right here, just like this as well. And then you can add in a hover text. So let's say, for example, I'm going to go ahead and say, please select the items that you want in your party. Let's say, for example, right here. So this is going to be the hover text. If you don't want the survey takers to change anything in the form, you can simply set it to read only. But in my case, I don't want. So I'm just going to go ahead and disable that. And then if I were to click on shrink, then what happens is that it'll shrink out the area. But since it took more areas right here, just like this. It has 3 columns. It's not shrinking right here to the left, but you can go ahead and move to the next line as well. But if I were to actually go ahead and disable the column, you can see that it shrinks to the left side right here. But let me just spread to the column, and I don't want to shrink it right here. You can even hide this particular field from the users as well if you don't want them to actually go ahead and select anything for a while, but later you want to enable it out again. So apart from that, you got the field details where you can see the field details right here in a programming level as well. And that is how you can go ahead and work around with the multiple choice field option. If I were to go ahead and preview out the form now, you will be able to see that this is what I have. As I hover over, it says, please select the items that you want in your party. You can go ahead and select it out, but more than 4, it does not allow you to go ahead and select it. But it actually says thank you right here. It actually recorded it out. So in the, let's say, for example, entry limit, this is what I have. So I can go ahead and select out minimum 2, maximum 4 right here, just like this. So let's just go ahead right here and change this out. So if I were to go ahead and select out, let's say, for example, more than 4, now you can see that it actually asks me to deselect 1 right here, just like this. But less than 2, then it says minimum 2 is required right here. So that is how you can go ahead and work around with the multiple choice field form, multiple choice field inside of Jotform's form. So I hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.